Hello and welcome to the North Valley's Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Thomas O'Boyle.
I'm your co-host, Joloyce Palmer with Realty One Group Eminence.
And Joloyce, this week for Cold Springs, we got some last minute news going on.
We do. The County Commission is meeting tonight. They're actually going to redo the master plan. It's going to be in segments. Some of the homes that were going to be built in that high density, that is going to be on the board, whether they get to that tonight, but it's part of the regional transportation plan. So they're revising the master plan for Washoe County. If any of our viewers would like the information, we'd be happy to send it to them. By the time
definitely.
this airs, we will have some decisions made or where they're going from here. So again, we're Sierra Pines Studios 775 at Gmail if you want to know what's going on with Washoe County, and if you want subscriptions to be emailed on upcoming events, send us the email and we'll get that information out so you can sign up for it and be informed.
Yeah, and we'll give you updates on the CSTV news page as well. So with it being the Regional Transportation Department, are they possibly talking about bringing buses out this way?
We don't know, but some of the items would be the land that was zoned high density and that was approved finally. That's going to be now split up into parcels. The developers have to come with their plans and tell the county how they're going to split it up, vote on it. So it's a long process, and there are just not only lifestyle over here at Village Parkway, but there are several other plans and developments in all of this for the county, because it is a master plan change for 2019 to bring everything into compliance.
Right, and that's what we need. Like, Cold Springs residents need to know what they're going to be doing so they can formulate their opinions and whether they want to try to fight it or not.
Right, exactly. And there's, appeals that can be done, and just what we need to do. That'll all come out tonight, how we need to go forward.
Right, and so we had the bridge construction this past weekend, and they got a lot up on the northbound side.
They do. It was closed down for a while, and alternate routes advised. But the bridge is going up every day because I drive that every day. And so all the girders are going in. It's going to be much wider. It'll be great when it's finished.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. So we have a lot going on in Cold Springs, the North Valleys area in general. We got your chalk art
contest. The 10th, which is next Monday, is the last day to sign up for the Legacy Point, and also the other subdivision that will be holding it just right up the street. So we hope to get a lot of participants. We've got a few registered. Was able to get chalk, so I got that in yesterday. So we have
I saw that.
For the
chalk
contest,
came in,
yes.
right? That's good.
So
That's
it starts
good.
at 9, but please pre-register. Give us a call and let us know you want to participate. It's also a backpack drive and school supplies. So
And
those
school's starting August 17th, so
yes.
some kids may need to help
They
with
may
that.
need some help, and those are being collected at Legacy Point at the subdivision model.
And the other thing going on is the Michael Inskeep is moving forward more and more.
Yes.
And so
More
that's always
construction
good.
going on. That's just great happening. And kindergarten starts a week later, the 24th.
Yes.
So that's a lot going on. We have a new food truck coming.
Yeah, I saw
I guess
that.
it came here the other night, and it's an Indian food truck that will be there on the days that Fuego Habanero is not there.
Right, and I'll get that information.
We have more
out.
restaurants coming, even if they're on wheels. So
It's
good.
great for us to have a variety.
Right.
Everybody loves flocking to Fuego, so maybe the Indian food truck will give them something different.
Yeah, the menu looked really good. And then today on our show, we have, it's kind of a relocation special if people are looking to maybe move out of the area. We have a guest that actually is a real estate agent in another state, and we have a speaker on Zoom that's going to talk about investors and how they can defer their taxes when they're selling their investment properties.
That's always good.
Yeah.
So every week we highlight 4 homes, and we're going to start with our feature home today.
Our feature home, yes, it's a 2-story, and it's right almost in town on the shopping, right there by Rayleigh's. And it's on Mustango Court. It's a 2-story, 2,100 plus square feet. Nice. So let's take a look at it.
Let's go take a look.
Our featured home is MLS number 206241 in Golden Valley at 385 Mustango Court. Listed by Alfonso Zamora of Realty One Group Eminence. Asking price is $425,000. 2162 square feet of living space in this gorgeous two-story home on a quiet cul-de-sac. Lots of room to entertain in this large country kitchen with cherry wood cabinets. Just off the kitchen is family room with an inviting fireplace to keep you warm in the winter. Formal living room has a vaulted ceiling. At the top of the curved staircase is a loft. It could be an office to work for home or a playroom. You can also convert it to a fourth bedroom. Spacious master bedroom with an ensuite bath, double sinks, separate shower, and large walk-in closet. Outside you'll find a large covered patio and an enclosed spa for privacy. Front yard has sprinklers and drip water system. HOA fees are just $30 a month. This home is just 2 minutes from shopping, bus routes, and freeway. You will love living here. Make an appointment to see this one today.
So that's a really nice 2-story, 3-bedroom house right there at Shopping by Steak and Shake.
Right, I mean,
Nice
you're
area.
just minutes away. You can walk to shopping right there.
And that's what a lot of people are starting to enjoy, being able to get to that shopping without having to get in the car every time.
Right, and you're real close to Alice Smith Elementary School there.
Yeah,
It's
so
right down the
It's a
road.
good spot for a family with the kids.
So it's great, yeah. It's just minutes, like say, freeway's just right there on Lemon Drive and Golden Valley. You're just right there, and they're building more homes in that subdivision. So I know we've all seen the construction go on
Yes,
for the last
absolutely.
year there. But the houses, I'm just amazed. They're just really going up quickly there.
Yeah, North Valleys is really
It's just
growing,
booming.
and the whole thing, not just Cold Springs, because you got all that stuff coming in by Smiths. You have the new one's going to be for lifestyles. Then you have the one coming 10 years from now, just down the freeway.
Right. So you have a lot of development coming, and we just have so many people moving here. So it's just, we just need the housing.
Absolutely. So every week, this is our segment. We talk about the stats and what's been selling and everything. So I'll turn that over to you.
Okay, great. We're down just a little bit for July. Not much, considering we have COVID-19, but we did have a lot of sales, so I'll just tell you what they are in July, and then we'll just break it down to a couple of the subdivisions that we're in. So the median price for all the areas is $335,000. That covers 7 areas, and we had 90 units or 90 homes sold during that time. New listings, quite a few new listings. We're up actually 13%. 86 new listings. 67 on active inventory, and days to contract a little bit longer. People are taking a little bit more time, it looks like. 39 days to contract. So that's for all of the 7 areas: Rancho Haven, Cold Springs, Golden Valley, all of the North Valleys area. So to break it down instead, our median price is $324,995. That's still the best bargain of all is Stead. We had 28 new listings and 14 active inventory, and they're real short to contract. They have such good prices there that they're 22 days to contract for the whole month of July. So if you're looking instead, you really need to get your offers in quickly. The last little subdivision we have would be Cold Springs, and our median price reflects the overall July sales for $335,000. We're up a little bit in new listings, another 12% for 17 new listings. Days to contract is really long out there, and it may be that some of the prices may have been priced a little high, but it's 83 days to contract. So that would say that maybe the prices were reduced a couple of times. Some of the bigger homes were priced higher, and then they had to be reduced to get into contract. We have 12 active inventory, but we are just moving forward, and strong sales, seller's market still.
That is really good. When you have a area that's selling in 22 days, I mean, that's
quick.
And this is what we've talked about over all the weeks. Like, you really got to get out there and start looking for your home now if you plan on buying in the next few months.
Right, and there are multiple offers, so you may not get the home you want right away.
So you might get your top 3 list, right?
You have to pick out top 3, like I get this one, that one, or the other one.
Right.
And then, always submit your best offer tell your agent this is your very best offer you're making, because a lot of times they come back with multiple offers and say, please submit your highest and best, but you want to
Right.
go in with the best offer you can possibly make.
Exactly, and that's, like I said, something we've talked about over all the weeks. We're on episode 12, and you know, you want to get looking now. You don't want to fall in love with a house and then find out it's sold in a week or two.
Right, you can't look, on any of the areas that you're looking at, whether it's Zillow, Realtor.com, HomeSnap, all of the MLS that your agents have you on. If you look and say, well, maybe I'll see what's doing in a week or so, it's probably going to be gone.
Right, exactly. Okay, so we're going to take a look at house 2 now, and then we'll come back from the break with your first guest.
Right, it's really a cute little house, and so let's go see it.
Let's take a look.
Home number 2 is MLS 2000-10350. It's in Cold Springs at 3435 Canvasback Lane. Listed by Nicole Hudgens of Ferrari Lund Real Estate Sparks. Asking price is $289,000. Country living as you enter onto the paver driveway. Large mature trees invite you to this level 3rd-acre home with stone veneer. Plenty of room for your RV, boats, and toys. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath home has been well loved for almost 20 years and is perfect for your first home or if you're looking to downsize with 1,120 square feet. Home has a high-end water purification system and air conditioning. Backyard also has paver patio with large trees to keep you cool in the summer. Plenty of room to garden and great views of the surrounding mountains. No HOA fees, and the washer, dryer, and refrigerator stay at the home. Come see this one today.
As a seller, you want 3 things. 1, to get your home sold quickly. 2, to move on with your life with the most amount of money possible. And 3, with the least amount of hassle. Let's chat over a cup of coffee so you can begin your next journey. Call or text Joloyce today to schedule your free consultation. 775-720-3341 and red S169631. All City Lawn and Landscaping, Nevada Contractor License 0086520. We are a locally owned family business, and our crew consists of honest and hardworking individuals who are determined to guarantee client satisfaction. We can take care of all your yard work and landscaping needs. Please do not hesitate to call us today for all inquiries or to schedule your free estimate. 775-720-8794. All City Lawn and Landscaping can do these jobs for you. Book. Need new installation? How about those trenches? We got you. Landscaping, design, and installation. Sod, rock, sprinklers, landscaping, construction on new homes, complete landscaping, renovation, and more. Complete lawn and landscaping maintenance, fertilization, pre- and post-endangerment, irrigation, installation, and maintenance. Pavers with your landscape design. Aeration, detaching, irrigation, turn-on, cleanups. Fully licensed and bonded and insured. You live the city life and leave the lawn care to us.
Hi, I'd like to welcome my guest, Kandas Myer. She is with 1031 iPix. She has been an exchange facilitator for over 25 years, and she just has great knowledge and to bring to you viewers what a 1031 exchange actually is, how she helps investors defer their taxes for a period of time. So Kandas, welcome to my show, North Valley's Real Estate. I'm glad you're here today. And let's get started and see what the investors can do when they're thinking about selling a property that they have a rental in.
Thank you, Joloyce. So glad to be with you. Yes, 1031 exchange has been around since 1921. Most people are not familiar with a 1031 exchange, and let me just tell you that it's been around since 1921 as part of the federal tax code. So it's actually the federal tax code, section 1031. And what it does is it allows an investor who has a property that they need to sell, or if they want to get rid of a property and they want to own something different, as long as they're selling an investment property and buying an investment property of equal or greater value, they can do what's called a 1031 exchange and defer any capital gains tax that they might have paid to Uncle Sam into the new property that they buy, so they don't have to pay it. A 1031 exchange is a wealth builder. It is an ability for people, and most people say, oh geez, that's just for rich people. It actually is not for rich people. About 60% of the exchanges that we do are on single family rentals that are less than $300,000. So you are taking advantage of a federal tax code that enables you to sell a property where you normally would be paying taxes to Uncle Sam, buy another property of equal or greater value that's also an investment property, and you don't have to pay the taxes. That's what a 1031 is in a nutshell.
That is great. So you can defer your taxes for a period of time. You don't have to pay them, because there is a large chunk if you were to pay on your rental property when you have a capital gain. So,
oh yeah,
because it's something like between 35 and 40% that you would owe the government on your
right. It's, especially if you're in another state where they tax income, like California, you're going to pay a pretty sizable amount. From the federal government standpoint, even if you had no state income tax, the federal government wants to recapture any depreciation that you took while you owned a rental at 25%. Now, any remaining appreciation, that would be the difference between the depreciation you took and the appreciation. That part gets taxed at between 15 and 20%. And then the root part is, in addition to that, if you recognize gain, it gets added to the other parts of your income. Even though it's taxed at a different rate, it does change sometimes the tax rate of the rest of your income. So having a capital gains taxable event and having money that goes out to Uncle Sam can be very costly. And if you are going to buy another property, you're still acquiring, in your investment strategy, a 1031 works really well, because now you're keeping all the equity together. You don't have to pay Uncle Sam as long as you do a 1031 exchange and you haven't sold the property that you're buying into on the 1031, you don't have a taxable event.
Okay, lots of information there. So if somebody is considering selling their rental property, when should they contact you as far as doing an exchange? What is the timeline that they have to sell that property and then get the money taken care of?
That's a great question, Joloyce. And truly the drop dead time is before you close escrow. So if you're going to sell a property, you need to be contacting us. And I'm a representative for IPX 1031 Exchange. You need to be contacting the intermediary. That's what we are, is we intermediate in a 1031. We add ourselves to the escrow with some documents and instructions. And that has to happen before escrow closes. I like to counsel with folks before they ever even hit the closing table, so that we know whether we have a duck or not, whether it's going to look walk and quack, if there's issues. It's nice to know those before the closing table, just like in any transaction, but certainly before it closes is when a 1031 exchange needs to be declared, and the documents and instructions need to come from us to that escrow.
Okay, that is great. So for our viewers, if you're planning on selling your rental property, I urge you to call Kandas. She has tons of experience. She teaches classes, continuing education to us realtors. She knows every aspect of 1031 exchanges. So I would urge you to give her a call, get some pre-planning done so that you won't have a taxable event. We're going to have Kandas back from time to time because there's so much to talk about on 1031 exchanges. But I do thank you for being with us today, and have a great week, Kandas.
Thanks, Joloyce. You too. Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
MLS number 2000-1411. It's listed by Jim Perry of Coldwell Banker Select at 355 Appaloosa Circle in Rancho Haven, just 30 minutes north of Reno, and horse-friendly. Property surrounded by BLM and gorgeous mountains. The asking price for this is $624,000, and it's a 6-bedroom country home breathtaking mountain views with a wood-burning fireplace in the formal living room. One master bedroom is on the main floor, plus an additional bedroom that will be perfect for guests or mom or dad. Upstairs, you'll find another master suite, plus 3 other bedrooms. Working from home? There's an office space just for you. This 3-car garage is oversized and has a great workshop area to finish those home projects. This home is immaculate with all the bells and whistles and move-in ready. You need to put this one on your list to see very soon. Earlier on our show, we had Kandas Myer from 1031 iPicks talking about investment strategies and how to defer tax dollars for investors. Today I have my son with me. He's visiting the Reno area. He's also a real estate agent with Realty One Group Professionals in Idaho. And if you think the Reno market is hot, they are on fire in Idaho. They have had a huge increase over last year of their sales prices. How much percent did you increase from last year?
So our latest report that came out from last July to this July in Canyon County, it went up 21.2% in sales price.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Boise, where Ada County is, it went up 12.4% from last July.
So your average sales price now, let's say in the Boise area, is about
Right now,
3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage.
You know, it just depends. As a median, you're looking at about 380 for Ada County as a whole.
So comparable to Reno Sparks.
Yeah.
That's great. And a lot of people here, you know, they really like that rural feel and more open spaces. So a lot of people are moving to different states. Idaho seems to give them, I know a lot of people are moving to Idaho. So it gives them that open feeling. And what about recreation there? What's there to do up there?
You know, there's quite a bit outside. Obviously, growing up here in northern Nevada, you know, I've been around a lot of lakes, rivers, so that was one of the things I looked for when we were looking to move. So we've got multiple rivers, hot springs, camping, all the things that I like to do growing up. So very similar to Reno as far as weather as well, without that 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock wind that always messes up my golf game.
Yes, we do have wind here, but they don't have much there. And you don't have the big temperature fluctuations that we hear, maybe 40, 50 degrees in a day. And you have college there.
Yes.
It's a very, very college town.
Very good football team, by the way. They're pretty okay. Yep.
So, yes, he roots for Boise State, always has, even when he was here in Reno. But investments, is that a good place to do an investment property?
Absolutely. You know, in a lot of investors, especially first people starting out investing, they want to get this, oh, I want to get a flip, I want to do this, I want to put all the marketing or all the money into fixing it, and we're going to flip it, and we're going to make all this money. And with our price increases and how much building they're doing out there right now, I call it turnkey equity. You move in 2 years later, you have enough equity to turn around, do a 1031 exchange, and maybe get 1 or 2 more properties. So there's a lot of options for coming in to make equity without maybe even going cash out of pocket. You know, there's so much building out there. It's nice to get into a newer home under 5 years old that, you know, your furnace is going to be covered under warranty, your AC is going to be covered under warranty, all your structures are going to be covered. So when you're looking at making money, maybe you're not making as much per month, but when you go to sell, you know, I've got one client, they purchased 3 years ago in April, it'll be 3 years in April, and we're already looking at $50,000 in equity, and they haven't done anything to it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So if you want to do a relocation, Ben has a relocation guide here that he'd be happy to send you. His number and information scrolling on the bottom of the screen. And we also do a lot of cooperation with Realty One, with the people that are moving to Idaho. We have one that we're actually seeing, a mutual client that actually is moving to Idaho, that Ben is down here to meet and talk with and get them property up there, and then we'll put their home on the market here. So what's your marketing time like up there?
you know, everything's different, but we're looking at something going on the market on Thursday. We're in multiple offers by Saturday. Idaho has a form which is a little different than Nevada. So we actually have a form that goes out. It's our RE32. It's a multiple offer situation. So that's a little nicer than Reno, because I think Reno, you just submit your highest and best and hope that you're chosen. At least with us, we get a paper saying you're one of the top ones we're going to consider. So we're looking at homes going into contract within 3 days. It's, right now the average days on market is 30 in Canyon County. But the reason that's so high is because so many new builds, they're getting it in contract. Like I've got one in contract right now, but it's not going to be done till January. So, those days on market, it looks a lot higher on
So
paper.
it lengthens your days, but
Right.
from the time, so if it's, 90 days, it kind of skews the figures.
Correct.
Rather than, the new home coming out of the ground, it just takes time to build it.
Right.
And we have that here too, where it, goes into contract and it's being built, but it's still on the market. So some of the days are longer. So that's great to know that, things are moving really quickly. So if you want to get a home in Idaho or maybe a second home, vacation home, investment property, give Ben a call. He'll take great care of you. Again, I thank you for being my guest and my son, and we're going to do some good eating while they're here.
That's part of visiting. All right. Thank you.
Realty One Group Eminence is opening doors across the globe. One home, one dream, one life at a time. If you're looking to buy or sell, call or text Joloyce Egbert Palmer at 775-720-3341. And tune into her show every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on CSTV's Facebook page. NRED S169631.
Are you too tired to cook? Tired of driving into town? Check out Fuego Habanero at Chuck's Market on the corner of Village Parkway and Cold Springs Drive. Come enjoy delicious, fresh, local, and authentic Mexican food such as carne asada street tacos, burritos, and their homemade avocado salsa. Brought to you, the customer, by us at Fuego Habanero.
All right, welcome back from the break. As we get ready to wrap our show, we're going to talk about House 4 down in Lemon Valley.
Yes, and it's just across the street from Legacy Point.
Nice area.
It has an open concept and single story. Easy maintenance because it's only 1,413 square feet.
And it's not too small. At 1,400 feet, that's a good, in between giant and small.
Yeah, it's easy to maintain, so even, a family of 4, 1,400 square feet is nice size.
I got a
You don't
family
have
of
to spend
6.
a lot of time cleaning.
That's right. I got a family of 6, and I don't want more than 2,000 square feet. I just don't want to deal with all that.
Right,
You
some
know?
of them, are really large and you have to have extra cleaning help and stuff, but this is just perfect size to maintain. So let's go have a look at it.
Let's take a look.
Our last home of the day is in Lemon Valley, MLS number 2000-9351 at 7747 Corso Street. It's listed by Alexander Cleary of Realty One Group Eminence. Asking price is $345,000. This single-story open floor plan is great for entertaining. At 1,413 square feet, it's the perfect size, with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths and easy to maintain. Automatic sprinklers keep the lawn lush and green in the front yard. Living area has a cozy gas log fireplace to keep you warm in the winter. Kitchen features upgraded appliances, a large pantry, plus a breakfast bar. The views of the mountain ranges surround the home, giving you magnificent sunrises and sunsets. Freeway is minutes away and close to shopping. This might be the perfect home for you. Come put this one on your list and see it today.
So that is a nice little house,
It was cute, yes.
and a great area by Legacy Point. It still puts you in shopping area, and you're even closer into town if that's what you're looking for without being downtown.
Right, you're only 10 minutes from downtown Reno, if that. And then going to South Reno, it's probably a 15-minute commute on the freeway. So you're really pretty close, and you've got all the shopping that you need there, right there. If you need to run to the store real quick in the evening, run out of something, it's just right there.
And they can go over and see Superstition's Java.
Oh, yes, great
we love
coffee,
that.
yes.
We love that place.
And they have some great little goodies in there, some nice sweets, and the avocado toast is outstanding.
Yeah, it is. That's the new thing, and it's just so awesome.
But yeah, the bean
They're
flavor is
specialty
really,
beans.
really good.
Yeah.
So I'm there about 4 times a week. And they have that Joe Coffee app, so you can place your order, tell them when you're going to be there
Right.
away, 10, 15 minutes, and after you use it for a while, you can get discounts and everything. This
And-
last week they had a 50% discount.
And I was going to say, 50% discount. They're one of the first ones in Nevada to use that, so that's really good.
Yeah, so the app is great. So, and you can have curbside, or you have a choice. You can go and pick it up at the counter, or the other choice is to dine in.
Yeah.
So you can have your coffee any way you like
We
it.
get to see all our old superstitions, walking under a ladder, black cats. I just love the ambiance of it.
Right,
Yeah.
and one of the counters there is actually from the tree that was in the Paradise Fire.
Right.
It was redone, so as you sit at that counter, that actually was refurbished to be a counter
Yeah,
in
it's
superstitions.
beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So we had some good homes this week. We really had a different variety of style of houses if you're looking for. We had a couple good guests. We had the Zoom meeting, and then we had your son in from Idaho.
Right, and things are moving quickly there. They've had, 21% increase over last year prices. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you're thinking of
nice.
relocating to Idaho, now would be the time because prices
Right.
are just continuing to go up and up and up.
Exactly, and a lot of people in Reno think that it's gotten too big again, right?
Right.
They missed that biggest little city thing. So moving somewhere like Idaho gives maybe some people that want that more of a rural feel.
Right, and there are a lot of rural areas there.
yeah.
I know we're building on a lot of the rural areas, so a lot of people here that have been here a long time just don't want to see all the growth. And
Right.
it's like, if they put in one more traffic signal, I'm out of here.
Right, or they're looking to retire. And actually, to tie that in, I actually used to live in Pocatello, Idaho, down in South Idaho. So I lived there for like 7 years.
And that's still a very small community.
It is. Down at Idaho State University is down there, the Bengals. So, well, Joloyce, thanks for having us this week and bringing your son on the show. And I think it's a good episode this week for everybody to have different things to look at. We had the investor stuff.
Right.
So.
And if you have questions that we haven't answered or would like to see something on our show, please email us at Sierra Pines Studios 775@gmail.com.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.